Because the essence of traveling itself and living in another space, way different from the geographical area, like war education. You learn so much, but without knowing. And for one we don't kind a big thing for we, because we know say the good is within Namna Bukego. For can learn the one that we live now. There are so many things that we need to do for our country to grow. And then think that now we know more for it. Now this make even when Madam they talk about Dr. Kande, and at the same story I say you can go be head of UN, you need to renewable energy. If we not bring renewable energy in Salone, if we not get to young energy, not increase with energy access, I say me from down the Norwich, you know the Nazi. That make today you don't join me. So the invitation is there. Not necessarily for say we get space we go, but what we try for do is so big in so many respects that we need everybody. Last year where I came from? Last year I think we interacted with some of the students that will be there. Yes, and it's always a pleasure because the one day when they go to school, the one day when they go to university, and then get for go back. The one day when you don't have, so they're not ready for grades. Because they have many hours away, but they still don't have the day of us. But of course, just being here, and I don't learn so much. You know, when the chairman they talk about transfer of skills, you know, technology. There are a lot of things we Kenya is way ahead of. And Adenaya for this climate change summit in Africa, the first organized by Africans, because we feel so important. And of course, the leader Naya, President Ruto, give a special invitation today at the day with him, you know, for launch a very beautiful initiative. And before he's so proud of waiting we did do in that part of Africa. He tell them, say, waiting will not help me do now, I want to make my grand Salone. So waiting we basically the try for do information so that obscurity what we don't go into. Almost to the point that people don't forget about we, especially when we size small. We for do big things then, good things then, we for make we stand out, we for make other countries they respect we. You know, in the past 5 years, a lot don't happen at Salone. But like how Madam said, you know the left now you study. And plenty in a day, a lot of people not know. But we don't begin emerge again. That country once known for the worst country for corruption, maternal mortality rate, and all the other ills of society, it's not the same today. You see, we will apply for go now the UN Security Council. Out of 192, now 188 vote for we for going to the Security Council in the non-permanent category. The life expectancy don't change in Salone from 53 to 61 in 5 years. The number of women the way they die, maternal mortality per bomb business don't reduce by 60%. Why are the point and small thing there? Now for me, we all know say we can do them. We can do them. Not a governor will get to it, my governor will get to. I meet somebody before. And they ask everybody. You know, the beauty, as I would in I think like you said, I'm a government, but I want to man to my place. I don't know the chairman, you know. He's a chairman, but you can't hear me small. You get the young fella, I think so. You get Madame Madingo, you get the ambassador, I think so, a full attorney. And of course, you get another Madingo that side. Now the beauty is, there is no reason for we cling on to them ethnic cards and regional things that they help. It doesn't work. The Salone too small. We are a good people. They still talk saying, now we get the highest IQ in Africa, but we need to still work together for not achieve what we want for them. One of the best guy the way to do robotics in South Africa, and from Sierra Leone. I don't try to forget him back for make it go back. But you know the facility for me able to continue. They make the progress we make. But Sierra Leoneans then they stand out. So always what they try for do and for inspire we in different ways then. You talk about agriculture. Why I talk say feed Salone? We have no reason to import a lot of things then. Who they import? Rice in particular. The other day they broke by Yabas. They say Yabas don't know. I said that is not my business. Because once the bomber did, if you say Yabas, they don't pass. Yeah, I'm not saying. I know the activist you said it. That is the aroma. Why would you go now to the level of full of this? When I make me say pizza, where he wants Yabas to go, he go black time. Now listeners. Now we don't experiment them. We don't grow up. We don't begin growing up. We scale them up. Inside Salone. We able to produce all of them in there. Not only for feed we sell, but also for make we able to sell and get money. We want buy a bus, you sell money overseas. We want buy rice, you sell money overseas. We want tomato, you sell money overseas. If we calculate how much we don't sell overseas from who get independence, who for don't take care of ourselves, not just small money that one. And yet, with the grown, we say, we are poor. We have to be poor. We send money out. We know they do that thing, they for make to get money from outside. Now we the same. So that rest business, where I don't say, the bomber, no man, not the joke. Even like Kenya, I don't say that they joke with the bomber. I cannot start doing that for the rest. We've grown. We able to grow. And the challenge that we say, one of the and the many things that we for doing are the seed. You know, I've been talked to Primary Chief I think 5 days ago, you know, and all the time the same seed within the plant, and then they keep some of the plants back. It's not the work. But we don't get experiment with one group where they go Salone, where they produce at least 7 tons per hectare. Inside Salone, we mean say we can do it because that is almost the average around the world. Now Vietnam, where they produce. When a corn, we can able to do up to 8 tons per hectare inside Salone. So, if we do the calculation very quickly, in 2 years, if we do the necessary arrangement, we get the right seeds, the other inputs, the fertilizer and machinery, and we able to develop the land. And we able to keep all farmers there. Then quality seeds where they yield very high, we able to feed ourselves. But with technology, we still believe, you know, that same old rest, to tell you one day when Grandpa be left, now still with the keep now the bank, they will pull them back. So inside Salone, at the moment, the average farmer, 1.5 ton per hectare. We don't broken back now 1.5. When the average farmer in Vietnam, they get 7 tons. Now the same piece of land. So you don't see the difference. This one, if you do even 50 hectares, you're able to get something for it, and you're able to sell and get disposable income. Whereas the one in Salone, for each no more. So we need for do plenty things there. Now, then we don't look into. We don't say now. I even talked to the primary chief. I said one of the biggest things that we will need for do now for make sure say the land available because when you go Salone, the land tenure system forget up to 2,000. We need over 100,000 hectares who for put on that cultivation. But forget a small piece of land inside Salone, extremely difficult. Freetown, impossible. Upline, difficult. And Freetown, of course, now we get land and the way the care cutlass go, you care some sort of land. That is so good. Because that one land is now, all man get them. But fight get them. So we're like in the bigger cutlass and finish from the whole thing. We don't, so we get too many problems there. Land now one big problem. So I tell them, I say, we're not a primary choosers. Now this one go rest, no feed we sell. We're not go find the land for me. We're not forgive rest, we're not forgive land. So we don't begin the assignment. Dr. Yonkela and the others, I don't tell them, say, we don't want an excuse. By 2027, 28, we forget to young Obama. Also, we want to eat our money, we eat afternoon. We take some back and early morning, we get it for rest. But truly speaking, we don't make some progress, but things are hard. If anybody tells you things are not difficult, what does everybody now know? The world, things are extremely difficult. And besides the imported inflation, the things they will divide, even who sell in the commodity, the price don't go up. So by the time in the region that they go through custom and everything, it just shoot up further. Then that don't affect with exchange rate. It has been under pressure continuously. So things are tough. We don't want to say everything is rosy out there. But we will be strong enough for continue with the same way. And I'm sure with time and consistency in terms of effort level, we'll be able to deal with them problems in there. And that make, we know they claim monopoly over information and ideas and solutions to the perennial problems that we'll get. Everybody is invited. If you don't get onto me, you will get onto somebody else. Explain how you feel say this problem where government they try to solve, where they know able to solve, you able to solve it, or you have a way out. It's always acceptable. Me, that's how I operate. Because when we are under pressure, I reached now at 1 o'clock this morning, you get for work till before people they all throughout the day. So then they can say, hey, look up by the sleep, they don't know what to do. I don't sleep 3, 4. But I never go work in the morning, and I still work. In fact, I get another big appointment after this one I had, but I've been just physically necessary for me to meet. And the strategic relationship we want to get with Kenya, I think we have. We don't start them with the former leadership and with the continue, and in fact, it is heightened because they themselves recognize that yes, we don't do certain things the way that they admire we Salone, and therefore there is a closer relationship than it was before. So some of the issues we talk about in terms of, I think if we articulate them, we can able to lay them the right office then, and we can able to get the support. In agriculture, where they do extremely well. In climate change issues, they do extremely well. The other time we at the they say, if you know almost money Kenya they make flour no more. It's unbelievable. Just flour. Because some man not can understand. I said they can't rain when they rain and Salone. They can land, now only 15% of the arable land will get in Salone now they use 90 other cultivation. The other one on grass. That's true. But forget that grass day. You see, you want to go plant something. That's why they can charge you, so can't charge. So now that kind of scenario now want to change. So there are many things, and I appreciate the fact that you get business people among gonna. I don't know why why for send money for me for difficult. Now they are telling me for declaring because Mrs. Fuamel will send money for me. Human capital. As we all know, human capital is so important. For me, yes, we get diamond, gold, Salone, you give a long list of the things that we'll get. But for me, I thought the most important capital we'll get in any country, now we the human being. Now we the maker, now we the product. And the most important thing we will do is even we in leadership and many others, now for admission, our all down left on the country for now for we can Not say, oh, me no be no. Some of the bad things that really happen as well, not to just government people anymore. You have ordinary people. People who don't talk to free quality education, we see teachers in the dread picking. My school don't pay all the money. We don't buy textbook for the teacher, teaching in learning material for the teacher. We don't buy textbook for the picking. They steal the driver. One instance where we got to be noticed now, one way they drive, where the mama and daddy don't die. They beat her and the driver. I mean, so that the lot of minister. Now we say that's possible, you know if now in daddy not just teacher, or in daddy not just policeman, or ordinary farmer, but because we want that little money from her, get that. We are being cruel and we do certain things that we're not there. So we all get for acceptable fault. And why I've been giving just the gist of the good things that we don't happen in Salone, and for people who don't say, we have to solve them. Corruption not doing it too. But with the anti-corruption new act that we don't put in the effort, then we don't move 19 spaces. Now, the MCC will be the rate 24, like during the APC time, will be rate 3, the highest will be 49, now we go as far as 83%. That means we get independent international bodies where they monitor what we do. So not always here the team about the talk now no more. You get data where they should support everything we don't say we don't do. We don't free up the political space. When I know the death penalty, even in the US they're free for Poland. They still have it. They still kill people. But that is human right. We now we slap you and they say you don't abuse the human right. So we don't do plenty things there for make Salone stand apart. So they invite everybody for making an effort. The student themselves will not say, because students they always the group. They always want something. So we therefore see how they help for making them go before. It's hard, but now we get for blood. Now a generational challenge. Every country they make effort for changing young narrative. We have started. Things are moving. A lot of kids then in school. Even waited with the spy pass man. There's a young guy, I think 2 weeks ago, a week ago, who sent one video to me. I see him before I come. I see him with him that in I come here, he's a very smart little guy. That became the talk English, you go visit in London and come out. I come here, they go school. I come here, they go school. In my man in a house. In the dinner get nothing. That became he read the talk show. I call him, I say, why is that now? He said, we they go study for campus, then they can't begin read, Where the terminal say Bible, not to go working Bible. Teacher, I need to work my class, teacher. Teacher, they read the answer there. So we all get for because it's one thing for make pronouncement policy that it's another thing for getting a buy-in, whether in or out of the country, and for make it succeed. Like all the things that we try for you until when we get to a buy-in, it will not work. The big 5 they talk about fit Salone, but that day until I had the only one women and then they grumble about it. No previous nothing about that. We get formations, the machinery where they run the public sector and the civil servant. Today I really, I don't think component sector in there. Principal. I like that name there. You know what it says over say permanent? They do like this, when you guys say minister, but that's like young minister now wait from with the smoker out now. They hold the fight there, the minister confused, you know, everything nothing, 7 months for 6 months, they pull out. I need to go left now permanent section. You know what? The way you really were, I said we go change that. It's not easy. Things are tough. The world is tough. But we not forget any excuse. The little way they do now, you call that, your area, the specialty, it makes Salone change. When we don't get new airport, some people will say, nah, it's a when they come to Malaysia, they let me call it, they go walk the footpath, they elevate for them. We know who fake we serve. We need for, these are things we need for long ago. So, at the day when I genuinely, in different ways, then, when I get a high commissioner, where I hope to engage fully, when I don't say we mission I not it. So it takes time to establish the normal connections and know how we do. But the government fully support me, the president fully support me. I will not even say they forgive some wildlife. How for keep them in freedom? We don't go far without it. At least so we will see lion, we will see other things. I forget not going to eat more. I don't think we don't do small fun. But we don't go far with that anyway. And my sanctuary said we will be, we will go watch the true. Like I just one day at the edge of town. So I tell my friends, thank you, happy for being with you now and for sharing this moment with you now. But therefore, excuse me because I got another big allergy for listening. And I think they don't do it for me. So make that start now first. Thank you.
We hope for encouraging us and for reminding us that we can do it as Leoneans. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, His Excellency and Madam First Lady will take group photo with 3 sets of people. First, professionals, experts. Second, business community. And third, students. Please, they ask all the professionals, experts, please just come up as fast as you go.